Hi everyone! So today we're going to be taking a look at the various mixes that Perylene Green PBk31 could create. So we'll be taking a look at two things today. The first is these mixes, which I'll get right into in a bit, and after the mixes is done, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the color itself within the professional range. Okay, so I'll try to swatch out this compared to the one I'll be using today. This is from the PwC range, which is their artist grade watercolors, and then I'll go through some of the new colors of their professional, well, their student grade range, which is called Shinhan Professional. So stay tuned for that if you're interested, but I'll get on with the mixes first. So I'm doing this video because I saw Otto's video on Perylene Green comparisons, and the Holbein one definitely caught my eye. And I was like, you know, I'm trying not to buy pigments and colors this year. I'm sure some of you already know that. But yeah, so I was like, I already have a PBk31 Perylene Green, and I haven't used much of it at all because it's a dark color and it's also a green. I'm not very fond of greens, as you might know. So yeah, it's just one of those colors that doesn't really, it's not one I normally reach for, but the Holbein one really interested me. So I was like, you know what, I should get to know it some more before I decide whether I want to buy an actual tube of it in the future, possibly. So I did some mixes and then I posted that on my community tab, and a few of you were like, yeah, you know what, do a video on it, we want to see. So that's where this comes in. So today I'll be using this shadow green from Shinhan. So I'll be using this color today for the mixes, Shadow Green by Shinhan Professional. As you can see back there, it says PBk31 for its pigment. For those of you who don't know, this is their Shinhan's student grade range. This one is their Quin Red from their artist grade range. So just be aware that this isn't the professional range, but there is this color in their professional range, which I'll talk about later in the video. Okay, let's just get started. So this here is a half pan of the Shinhan Shadow Green. I just want to make sure that I'm getting a good sample for you. Again, I'm not expecting it to be super pigmented because this is student grade. Beautiful. Oh, the paper I'm using today is Baohong's 100% cotton paper, cold press. So it does get pretty dark. It should suffice for today's purpose in seeing what sort of mixes PBk31 could create. Okay, and for the colors on this side, I'm basically using my Sonnet palette here, my upgraded Sonnet White Nights palette. I have a video swatching this whole palette. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down below. Okay, so we have the first color, PR122 by White Nights, and this one, in White Nights they call theirs Quin Rose, I believe, but it's basically made with PR122, so that's Quin Magenta. So with these mixes, I do have to be aware of how strong tinting one color is over the other, and then I try to adjust my mixes accordingly as I do them. Oh, that's pretty nice. You get this moody purple. I really like that. I think I quite like the very moody one more than the magenta leaning one. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. PR170:1. This is White Knight's Carmine. It's a pinkish cool red. So it's a little bit more warm than your typical Quin Rose, but I think I've seen PV19s that are this red. So yeah, just keep in mind while you watch that this is pretty similar to Quin Rose, the super red warm kind. Not much of a difference there, just a warmer mix. I think I prefer the Quin Magenta up here. I'm not a big fan of this one down here. I mean, it's pretty similar, but yeah, I think I prefer the cooler purple. Okay, next we have PR242. I think this one is Geranium Red. It's basically a orange leaning red. Think vermilion. I think Schmincke also has this pigment called Geranium Red as well. I'm wondering if this will give us a really nice black, because this one might be the one that complements it. Yeah, we get some grays there. That's a pretty nice gray. Oh, now we're getting like brown here. That's pretty neat. So if you mix Perylene green with like a warm leaning orange, warm leaning red, like an orangey red, then you could get some pretty nice browns. That's interesting. Okay, next, Quin Gold. This one isn't actually Quin Gold. I'm using White Knight's Indian Gold, which is basically like a Quin Gold hue. Oh, that's like a sap green. Oh, hey, you know what? That's pretty nice. Oh, wow. I'm loving that. Whoa. Okay, you guys, Quin Gold Perylene Green makes lovely sap greens. It's so natural. Oh my goodness, I never would have thought. Okay, you know, for that reason, I might need to add PBk31 to my palette. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay. That's amazing. Okay, sorry. Okay, next we have PY3. What is this? I use it as my lemon yellow. So in today's video, I'm using it as a like lemon yellow substitute or like example for you guys to see. I'm basically trying to cover all the bases, and hopefully everyone has these sorts of colors at home. So like a magenta, cool red, warm yellow, cool yellow, and then we'll see some more down there. But yeah, okay, so where were we? Cool yellow. You know what? I wonder if this is gonna give us still natural looking greens, or if it's going to just give us a totally illustrative green. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. Ready? Ready? Oh. Huh. What am I seeing? You know what? I think it's... Oh, okay. I see what's up. It's more like... I'd say it's still in the natural green range. It's not illustrative at all. So if you're an illustrator and you're not really... You don't like natural looking greens, this might not be for you, but you definitely can use it in illustration. However, for those of you who do like natural looking greens, I think these greens could still pass off as natural depending on your subject. Like, I could see this really well in, you know, brightly lit sunny day meadows of grass or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, but definitely not a like natural sap green. Yeah, okay, let's move on. PG7, which is phthalo green blue shade. Again, all of these are white night or sonnet colors. I'm not expecting much from this mix right here because it's basically green on green, so I feel like there won't be any surprises, but I wanted to add this mix because I'm sure a lot of you already have this, and who knows, maybe we'll see something. Yeah, it's basically green on green, nothing much. Nothing particularly interesting. You're just getting more of, if you want it more bright, then just go more PG7. If you want it more dark, just go more PBk31. Okay, next, cobalt turquoise, PB28. I can't remember what white nights call theirs, but you know, it's the cobalt teal color. Isn't that beautiful? We're not even mixing yet. Okay, I'm wondering if this will give us any like interesting magical colors. Every time I mix with this like cobalt teal looking color, I feel like I get magic. Ooh. This feels like, what am I feeling? I'm feeling some magic, but I can't quite explain it. What am I thinking? I'm thinking like some... You guys, I'm gonna say this, and don't judge me. Unicorn poop. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, sorry. I feel so unhinged today. Okay, next we have PB15. And this one is just their I think this is like their, I think they just call this blue, if I remember correctly. It's neither red shade nor green shade because they have Oh, or is it called azure? I can't remember. Okay, this one's pretty strong tinting, so I'm gonna try to get a lot of this. Okay. Ooh, it's giving me like Cascade Green vibes. Or Cascade Green, is that right? But like, you know, like, or like Ocean Blue? I don't know, that's so, oh, I love that. I like it. Oh, I really like that. It's like this dark and moody under the sea color. You know, it's like when you see those green seaweed or like green kelp just like doing this under the water, when you watch those like, you know, underwater Discovery Channel sort of documentaries, that color, oh, so beautiful. Okay, next we have, oh, we're at the last two now. We have PBk31, which is their cerulean blue. They call theirs ceruleum blue, which I find quite interesting. I wonder how this mix will turn out, because this is quite a, I don't know, it feels like a very baby blue color. Is it raining? Oh no, my neighbor's just like watering his garden. Okay. Ooh. Oh. You know, I'm getting the same feeling as unicorn poop again. Like, it's beautiful, but it's not beautiful. It's so hard to describe. I'm so sorry, guys. It's with these, like, I don't know, it's not, it's so hazy, whereas this PB15 Phthalo Blue one, the mix is very transparent and almost glowy, like how quinacridones and phthalos sort of emit. But with this cerulean blue, it's just, you know, it feels like opaque on opaque somehow. But Perylene green, this Perylene green isn't very opaque. It's more transparent, but I think I'm not a big fan of that. Okay. But it is interesting, but I don't know. Next we have ultramarine blue. I have a feeling I'm going to like this mix. Ultramarine blue isn't really my favorite color, nor is it a color I like at all, but it's just so useful in mixes. Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah, I think I like this. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if it's because I like the more warm reds. Sorry, not warm reds, warm blues. That's so interesting. Okay, I'm so sorry I'm not... It's so hard for me to describe these blues with this green mixes. They vary. And, oh hey, do you see this? This looks almost like a phthalo turquoise. That's so interesting. And this one is like the washed down version. Not bad, not bad. Okay, you know what? Let's wait for these to dry and then I'll come back and maybe we'll see some colors. Like once it dries, maybe we'll be able to see the differences more clearly. All right, I'm back. This sheet has completely dried now, okay? And you know what? I must say my favorite out of the whole bunch has to be, well, favorites, because I have two. These two. So a magenta sort of color, so this is Quid Magenta, PR122, mixed with the Perylene green gives such beautiful, like, you see these beautiful moody violets? Like, oh my goodness, I love that. And I already love phthalo turquoise with Quid Magentas, so that's like lovely. And the one I was most surprised and like really happy about was this Quin Gold, or a warm yellow mixed with this Perylene green. Beautiful. Look at those beautiful sappy natural sap green colors. Like, oh, isn't that so beautiful? And just to mention, like, these warm reds make pretty nice blacks. Like, I probably mixed a bit too much. Like, you could still see a bit, some orangey red back there, but if you mix it properly, I'm sure you could get like a pretty good black, and you can get some really nice browns as well. But I think with the blues, if you want to get Perylene green to mix with your blues, I feel like they don't make that much of a difference. Personally, I sort of like the more it mixed with the more transparent colors. The more opaque ones, I don't really fancy them as much, I guess. But yeah, there really isn't that much of a difference between all of them. Of course, the hues are different, but just generally speaking, I feel like these like magentas is where it's at. But anyway, so I'll scan this, and as always, I'll put it in the back. Okay, so before I swatch out this one, I just wanted to quickly mention about this. So a viewer was actually quite surprised that Shinhan's student grade range has a single pigment Perylene green. So I just wanted to quickly show you what it's about. I feel like not many people know this yet, even though it's been out for a while now. So, oh no. A lot of you may know that this Shinhan Professional Watercolor student grade range, obviously the brand is by Shinhan Art, and they used to have sets of like 30 colors, and this is the extent of their student grade watercolor range, 30 colors, and they'd sell these sets, and lots of people have made videos and reviews of them on YouTube, so you could just go search for that yourselves. This color chart, and the one I'm about to show you behind it, is from my local art store. So yeah, that's where I bought this one from. I'll leave their information down below if any of you are in Thailand. I'm not going to go over the pigments and all that. I just wanted to let you know that a while ago they did come out with new colors in their student grade range. I'm sure a lot of people may have known that they had new colors come out in their PWC artist grade range, but I feel like not a lot of people know about their student grade range having new colors, so I just wanted to quickly go through some of them with you. Most of these are single pigments, and I find that very interesting and a huge improvement to their student grade range. So we have Pyro Red to PR254 here, and then Shell Pink is double pigment, Permanent Yellow Orange double pigment. You could see for yourselves. Naples Yellow, or Perylene, interestingly enough, is made with PY42. Typical, like, you know, your yellow ochres or raw siennas. Greenish yellow, PY129. Van Gogh also has this one, but it doesn't seem to be a pigment that many student grade ranges have, so that's quite interesting. As well as this one, PG17, Oxide of Chromium. I think I've never seen this pigment in a student grade range before at all, so that's very interesting. And then we have Hooker's Green made with PG8, Shadow Green, PBk31. This is the one that we're looking at. And then Peacock Blue, PB15:3, so that's just your phthalo blue green shade. Indigo, this one I was very interested in, PB66, single pigment indigo. Have you ever seen that? And it's in a student range. And then mineral violet, PV23, which is like your dioxazine violet. Light red, burnt sienna. See, all of these are single pigments. Burnt umber, PBr7. Raw sienna, PR101. Sepia, PR101, and PBk11. It looks like the swatch kind of looks like it has some granulation going on because of the PBk11. And lastly, we have Payne's Gray, and look at that, PB66 and PBk31. Have you seen a Payne's Gray made with single pigment indigo and Perylene green? What? I was tempted to get this as well, but you know, I couldn't really justify buying a tube of color that I probably wouldn't use. I mean, I bought Shadow Green PBk31, the one we're using today, and I still haven't used much of it. But you know what? I squeezed out this much into here, and look, it's almost gone. So I think that's well worth it. Yeah. So that's it for the new colors. I think they have a total now of like 48 colors or something, and you can buy them in sets as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If Shinhan Professional is like, you know, local to you and you could find it affordably, I think it's a good way for you to, you know, experiment with these like interesting pigments that you might not be able to get in student grade watercolors in other brands. Okay, and then let me swatch this one out for you. I'll do it on the back of this. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to mention this before I do the swatching. So this dot card here, 104 colors, okay? I got this from my local art store, but Jackson's has this on their website as well. So do check that out. I'll leave a link down below in case you're interested to get it. They're always like out of stock, but right now, as I'm filming this, and I just checked like off camera just now, it says low stock. So if it's something you've been looking at to get and they didn't notify you when it was back in stock, go get it right now. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it this way. So again, this one is Shadow Green, and this is the actual artist grade one. And then I'll swatch the artist grade one first here, and then the student grade one, which is this one, next to it right here, okay? Okay, I'm just getting a wet brush. Okay, maybe too wet. Now, I remember when I first swatched this out the very first time, I was very amazed at how pigmented and like dark and strong tinting it was, and it definitely is. Like, it's a bit hard to show you now just because I've already swatched it on here, and also because yeah, it's a bit difficult to pick up pigment from a dot, you know. So I guess you'll just have to like take my word for it that it's strong tinting. And also that it's pigmented and easy to re-wet. I'm trying to like pack the pigments up here so you could see and get an idea of the color. I hope that does it justice. I'm not sure if that's like some granulation or not. I can't quite tell. Does Perylene green granulate? Generally? I feel like I need to look that up. Okay, and now we'll have the student grade one on the side. And I'm pretty sure this one is like, I know for sure this one is not as pigmented. See? It's definitely not as pigmented. If you guys saw Otto Kano's video, Dr. Otto Kano, and her comparison, I feel like this student grade version, this tube is more like Daniel Smith in that it's not strong tinting and it seems really weak. And this PWC one on the left here is more like Holbein, where it's like super dark and pigmented and transparent. Yeah, do you see that? So the student grade one, you can't get up like super dark black here. I'll show you these once they dry again. I'm sitting here editing the video and I completely forgot to show you once they're dry. So here they are, both of them are completely dry. As you can see, the PWC one, artist grade, much more pigmented and saturated. You can get up to super dark blacks, whereas the professional one, which is student grade, not as much. This video turned out much longer than I expected, so I'm so sorry for that, but thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Don't forget to drink lots of water and stay hydrated.